Hello there, thanks for joining us, guys. How was your weekend? I hope you had such a fantastic weekend. My name is Imolia Yofakayo Komi Fakimsa. I'm joined as always by Hila. Hila is here and he's not excited, perhaps because it's Chelsea side. I didn't get all 3 points as expected against Manchester United. Hila, how are you? How have you been?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm so much. I'm not that. Let me just say, not the god of Chelsea, because I really don't expect them winning the match. You know, Manchester United are a team you can just write off when it comes to big boys. So, and I welcome everyone to this week podcast again. And my name is Ila Fisayo.
Yeah, guys, we have a lot of things to talk about. You already know the results from the Serie A to the La Liga to the French Ligue 1 to the Bundesliga and to the Premier League. We're going to be focusing majorly on the Premier League, and if we have the time, we'll touch on other league talking points. First off, Hila, we said in our previous podcast that if there's a player in the Premier League who is there any player in the Premier League at the moment who is mile above every other player in the Premier League? And the answer is no. But you know that there are PFA awards every season in the Premier League, and this season there must definitely be a winner. And because we've not had such a very standout player, does not mean that the award should be scrapped or cancelled this year. So it's then for the question that who are those players you feel that you and I feel are in the contention for the PFA award? If there are going to be any nomination, who are those players that you feel that are in the contention? For me, let me start from my own end here. I feel that so many people have not been talking about him. Yes, people have been mentioning Mohamed Salah in as much as Liverpool have not been performing to the optimum standard this season. People still throw in Mohamed Salah in there, and a lot of people have been mentioning Bruno Fernandes, and nobody seems to be looking at a single Manchester City players. You could argue that the regular guys have not been firing on all cylinder. Case in point, Kevin De Bruyne played against West Ham United on Saturday, and the first 30 minutes of that game, Kevin De Bruyne looked absolutely horrendous. He looked very, very poor in the first 30 minutes, although he had a moment of magic, a moment of quality to deliver a tantalizing, scintillating cross for the player I'm tipping to be in the conversation for the PFA award to get the goal. That's Ruben Dias. I felt that he's in contention, and since he joined Manchester City, I think his performance has generally lifted Manchester City. He has turned the season around. Earlier on in the season, before he joined, Manchester City were conceding goals and all of that, but then he came in, and since they lost 2-0 to Tottenham Hotspur at the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, they've not dropped a single point since then. I think I think they picked a point. They dropped points against West Ham United 1-0. I think since that game they've gone on 20 game winning streak in all competition, and I feel that Ruben Dias is key to all of that. You could argue that yes, he's not scoring the goals, but the truth is his primary responsibility is to defend, and when a striker is attacking the defense of the opponent to score goals, a defender, the responsibility of a defender is to stop the opponent from breaching your goal, and he has done that to great effect. So I feel that Ruben Dias should be in the conversation for the PFA award come the end of the season. I feel that if Manchester City should even win the league, yes, they would win it, no doubt about that, barring any unforeseen circumstances. I feel that Ruben Dias should win it. And for me, I feel that the other player that could be in the conversation is Bruno Fernandes. I'm going to come to you for your own picks, but these are the top two players at the back of my mind right now. There are no other players I could mention, but I feel yes, definitely if they are going to do the short list, you are going to see 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players that you could question that why are they there. But I feel that these two guys deserves it if either of them should win it come the end of the season. Hila.
Yeah, I said it in our last podcast. I picked 4 players, but seems you've helped me complete it. I mentioned 3 players, and I said I suspend the rest. But now you've mentioned the fourth player. So talking about the PFA award now. I'm still on my point. I'm tipping those 4 players: Wilfred Ndidi from Leicester, Mohamed Salah from Liverpool, Bruno Fernandes from Manchester United, and Gundogan from Manchester City.
So you're not picking Ruben Dias
at all. Talking about Gundogan this season, I think he has been.
Hold on,
he has been Manchester City best player this season.
Yes, since January, not from since the beginning of the season. No, not since the beginning of the season. He just started, playing like this since the beginning of the year. Like he wasn't like this. He wasn't having this sort of performance at the beginning of the season.
But I'm still on my point though. Talking about this guy Gundogan. His efforts shown to everyone. That there are some players in the squad that will be working. They will be working, but you won't see their efforts. Those are players like Ruben Dias. He's working, but his effort is not showing because some players outplayed him. Let me say they stole the show. That's just it. Players like Gundogan, exactly. So they stole the show for him. So I think players like that, they will still rate him ahead of him because if they are not scoring, they won't. The team won't be where they are right now because goals is what makes them is what makes them be at the top right now. So I think Gundogan is one of the Manchester City best player this season for me. So I'm still tipping him.
All right. I'm also I quite agree with you to some extent, but I feel that if Gundogan is getting mentioned and Ruben Dias is not getting, I think it's unfair on what Ruben Dias has brought to Manchester. So anyway, it's your opinion, and I respect that a lot. Just before we will move on to the next talking point, let's touch on the coaches. Is there anybody competing with Pep Guardiola right now for the coach of this, for the manager of this season? There seems to be nobody at the moment competing with Pep Guardiola for the manager of the year, for the manager of the season. Or have you seen any in the Premier League?
I thought I've not. I just think the man is here to stay.
And that would lead us into the next talking point. What exactly has Manchester City done? Like at some points at the beginning of the season, they were 12th at some point, and what exactly have they done that made them to be unstoppable since the defeat to Tottenham Hotspur I mentioned, and the draw against West Ham United? Manchester City have gone from strength to strength. Yeah, the stats speaks for themselves. 20 wins on the bounce. Like, who does that? That is ridiculous. And the question is, what have they done? What did Pep Guardiola did to this side that made them to be very unstoppable like this? What exactly is responsible for the upturn in form for Manchester City since December?
Well, I really can't say anything about Guardiola because when the team is doing well, they blame the coach, and when the team is not doing well, they blame the coach. The thing is, I can say that the players are just there to motivate themselves because nobody will motivate them. They are there to take the title. So I just think these players are just the one that really want to make this happen for the coach. So I can give all the credits to the players because they are motivated. They want to win the title. So I really think Guardiola is not doing much, but the player is helping him to do much.
I feel that one of the reasons is the way Liverpool ran away with the title last season. Yes, they pushed Liverpool onto they didn't push Liverpool to the last day. Yeah, I was talking about 2 seasons ago, and that was Liverpool pushing Manchester City onto the last game. But I feel that the way Liverpool ran away with the title last season would hurt any Manchester City player. And at the beginning of the season, Liverpool were looking like they are going to defend the title, and that hurts. I feel that hurts a lot, and somebody must have speak some sense into them. Like, guys, it can be very, very painful if you're a Manchester City player. And everybody are saying, you read the newspaper, you look at trending story online, and you see people saying that every single Manchester City player right now are second best to Liverpool. So I feel that was where they draw the motivation from to turn the whole thing around, and coupled with the signing of Ruben Dias as well. Since joining Manchester City has really helped. I mentioned earlier on, you cannot overemphasize the impact Ruben Dias have had on Manchester City. I feel he's on the level of what Virgil van Dijk brought to Liverpool, and that is showing for Liverpool at the moment. It's clear for everybody to see that the signing of Ruben Dias is having a very, very positive impact on Manchester City. All right, this weekend I spotted something in the Manchester United versus Chelsea game that really, really pissed me off. Premier League players are toddlers. They are babies. That's the word I'm going to use for them. They are babies. They are toddlers. They need somebody to teach them what they need to do over and over again. And the referee themselves are not helping matters. What Manchester United players did when the referee was actually going to the pitchside monitor to check for a penalty call, what the players did, if that was in the Champions League or in other leagues, that player will be cautioned. It's a cautionable offense as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know. Like, the referee was looking at a possible penalty call for Manchester United, and the Manchester United players were all surrounding him as well, looking at the pitch side monitor like they wanted to help him make the decision. Like, what is wrong with Premier League players? Why are they becoming babies and toddlers? I don't understand. What is it with Premier League players?
Well, I really want to say something about the referee decision. I think it's just a punishment for them, because I'm talking about the penalty call. I think it's a penalty, because I'm talking about
that's not a penalty.
Although I can't touch the ball though.
But if you are saying that Hudson Odoi hands touched the ball, how about a certain Mason Greenwood that actually touched his hand with touched the ball with his hand before the ball hits Hudson Odoi? How about that?
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm still going. People were talking about Greenwood raising his hand to the ball. Mm-hmm. So I think in the new rules, I think if your hand touch the ball when your hand is not in the normal position, it's a penalty.
So
but I think it's just a punishment for them, because the referee doesn't even caution them. He doesn't give them any card for them coming to this pitch side monitor. I think
do what?
The referee just did that one. That's just to punish them. So
okay, you mean the referee decided not to give the penalty just to punish Manchester?
Yes, I think that's.
I got that.
I think that's just what the referee just did over there. So good one for them, and I think they still run away with a point.
All right, guys, thanks for listening. The next time you'll be hearing from us would be on Friday, hopefully. Hila, your final word.
Yeah, thanks for listening to us again. I'm really so happy. I'm grateful. I'm so sorry. I'm not that excited today because I lost a lot of money during the weekend. So I did as well.
I did. I just have to find a way to motivate myself. Thanks for listening. Next time you'll be hearing from us will be on Friday, like I said. Bye for now.
Yeah, bye for now. Make sure you stay safe and wash your hands regularly. Say no to rape. Rape is a cause.